There are so many hidden gems for making money online, and today's showcase is no exception either, as I'll show you a bunch of free tools you can utilize even as a beginner to make money on Fiverr, YouTube, and other websites and also scale up. Before we jump into things though, be sure to do me a quick favor by very gently smashing the like button as usual for the YouTube algorithm, and you can also consider subscribing to my channel for more cutting edge videos about making money online and digital entrepreneurship just like this one. Plus you can check out my investing channel as well. And with that, let's get started with the video. So starting with Fiverr as one of the main platforms you can make money with aside from some of the other platforms that I'll cover later, first of all let's look at this particular Fiverr gig category called product research. And there are actually several different types of product research you can do using these tools. And by the way, even if some gigs are somewhat similar, just by punching in different keywords, you as a buyer, or more importantly as a seller, you're able to sort of diversify to different types of gigs.
Of course!
So what I mean is, for example, if I type in product research, you'll see that the gig types are mostly things like dropshipping related, Amazon, FBA related, and these are the some Shopify ones, and these are the predominant gigs that are showing up here. But if you instead change your keyword, again, even as a seller, to something like print on demand research or even something like merch research, you actually see a lot of different types of gigs, even though they actually utilize similar tools and methods. And being aware of and able to diversify like this actually opens up a lot of opportunities for you as a seller, whether it be you offering multiple types of services on one gig or even diversifying to multiple gigs, because again, as a beginner or as a new Fiverr seller, you can actually sell up to 7 different gigs, right? But anyhow, if we actually look at some of the free tools you can use to do print on demand or merch or general Amazon, for example, product research to easily find winning products for your clients, here are some of the tools you can use. Starting with this one called Amaze Owl, which is a completely free tool. All you have to do is to sign up that you can use to track and basically instantly find winning Amazon products. But before I proceed with how this tool actually works and some of the other tools I want to show you, I want to actually quickly backtrack to Fiverr to look at what some of the best performing and most popular gigs are actually doing, so that we can actually do research essentially and sort of know what we're supposed to do to become successful. So for example, if I just go over to the product research search term here and open up the most successful gig that I can find here, which is probably this one on the top left, they have over 1,000 reviews at 4.9 stars, very impressive, and they actually charge quite a high price as well at over $65. So if I just open up this and look at what exactly they do, essentially if I go to this chart here, they actually lay out what they do. So there's product idea that they provide, data analysis, competitor research, differentiation ideas, so sort of similar ideas that people can consider for products, recommended suppliers, okay, and top keywords, giveaway number. This one is a bit, I guess, not as important. Sourcing guide, so this is similar to where you can get suppliers and things like that. And then satisfaction guarantee, that's just like part of the gig itself. So these are some of the things to keep in mind when looking at what types of tools you want to be working with to do this type of gig. So this type of skill you can definitely, this type of research rather, you can definitely do with, you know, any sort of Fiverr gig that you want to get into. Anyhow, going back to Amaze Owl, the first thing that it actually allows us to do is find product ideas, right? And also in some cases, comparator research and also some data analysis. And even this fourth one, differentiation ideas. So getting additional, you know, supplementary product ideas. So if I just come back to Amaze Owl and sign in for you, it's actually really simple to use. All you really have to do is, they actually have different functionalities here as well, but the most important one is hunt for products. So all you have to do after you log in is to hit up hunt for products, and here it actually automatically use the search term Amazon bestsellers. And here I'm actually able to find a lot of the top selling products essentially on Amazon, just like that. However, this is actually quite a generic and broad search because the search term up here is only Amazon bestsellers. So you'll see that there are actually tons of different types of products. Whereas on Fiverr, people will usually want to focus on a specific type of product, right? So when you create your Fiverr gig, you can actually add a required question for people to answer. And the question can be something like, what types of products or niche, or both, right? You can have multiple questions. So you can ask people like what types of niches, products that you might be interested in selling. And for example, you can also narrow down the search terms on Amazow, right? All you have to do is, I would recommend adding, after Amazon bestsellers, just add whatever keyword you want. So for example, if you wanted to do, let's say gadgets, it's quite a popular niche. You can do Amazon bestsellers gadgets, and you'll see some of the most best-selling gadgets on here. But you also have to be careful with these search results, not to just provide your client with all these search results, because you'll notice the ranking, some of these are not ranked that well. So you have, for example, this second, these kitchen scissors that are like at rank 36,000. So that's not exactly like a super great seller, although they have indeed sold like 1,300 plus scissors because Amazon is that big. But you can actually look at some of the higher ranking, relatively speaking, products, which is what I recommend. So for example, you can look at some of these ones that are in the hundreds rankings. That is like a decent ranking and also have good reviews. So something like this, the OXO grip. Let me actually move my screen a little bit. So on the far left here we have like this grip, avocado slicer, and stuff like. On the right here we have like this kitchen gizmo snap and strain strainer, and stuff like silicone utensil rest with drip pad for multiple utensils, etc. So when doing keyword research and product research for your client, you also want to consider things like how viable and easy it'll be for them to source these products and potentially drop ship them, right, and make money from them. So you want to pick things that are like easy to handle and like perhaps lightweight, and things that might not have like problems with customer support and things like that, just like sort of as a bonus, right? And as if we just look back at Fiverr here and look at the types of things that they do, you'll notice that again there is stuff like competitor research, which you can easily just find out from looking at any of these Amazon listings. So you can open up some of these Amazon listings to find the Amazon search, right? So you'll see like people such as this one, they actually are the brand themselves, they're selling it. But anyhow, you can actually find easily who else is selling the same or similar products, right, just through a quick search. And besides that, there's also another very important thing to do, or very, like, I guess, profitable task that you can do, which is a sourcing guide as well as finding recommended suppliers. And one of the best ways to source products for, say, Amazon or any sort of like drop shipping store that you might have, or if your client wants to make one, is to go through AliExpress, right? And for example, a lot of these products you can actually find on AliExpress. Let's take this kitchen gizmo snap and strain strainer, for example. So by the way, also when you're doing this product research for your client, if your gig includes product sourcing, you want to make sure that the product ideas you give to your clients also comes with actual product sources, right? So for example, if you wanted to again do the kitchen gizmo strainer, I'll just simply go over to AliExpress, which again is a very inexpensive way to usually source products for dropshipping. And here indeed, if I just type in the search or type in the name of the product, you can indeed find it for sale on AliExpress.
Nice!
And to check out another example, if we look for the silicone utensil rest with drip pad, we can indeed also find that right on AliExpress, which is the listing on the far right here. So that's actually a very convenient way to find suppliers and sort of provide a sourcing guide for your clients. However, one thing to definitely also consider is that depending on your platform that your client is looking to sell on, which again, you should ask when you provide your Fiverr gig. So when people sign up for or pay for your Fiverr gig, you'll have your list of questions, right? One of your questions should be, what platform or platforms are you looking to sell on? Or perhaps your gig can just be about, say, Amazon in the first place, right? Or Shopify or eBay or whatever platform they want to do. However, well, Amazow is mainly for Amazon, but the great thing about Amazon is that it's such a large marketplace and it's a great indicator for other e-commerce opportunities anyway, right? So it's a great benchmark to have. But anyway, I digress. What I meant to say is that you want to make sure that the price when you're finding them on AliExpress, including shipping, okay, it is significantly lower than whatever is on Amazon, or again, whatever other or whichever platform your client is trying to sell on. So if it's Shopify, it won't matter as much because they can sell at a marked up price if they want to, if they're going to be advertising their shop in various ways or getting traffic to it. But if they want to sell on Amazon, it can be a bit more competitive. So you should definitely search for a particular product that also has a decent margin or provides a decent margin through, say, AliExpress. And in addition to Amaze Owl and AliExpress, another really helpful tool you can also utilize is called AMZ Base, which is actually a Chrome extension, but actually provides additional information about, if I just read to you some of the information here, you can actually directly search for Amazon products on Google. So it can actually help you do that through the extension itself. And what's cooler is that it can actually also find the related product on Alibaba, right? Alibaba or AliExpress, right? Which is basically other websites that might actually have the same product. So it can definitely be a great way to find product sourcing and suppliers and different products as well. And for yet another free tool that you can use on top of all this stuff, there is another website called scientificseller.com, which is particularly useful for doing keyword research for Amazon listings. And what I mean is when people create a product on, say, Amazon or some other platform, when they list a product, they actually have to associate it with certain keywords, right? Whether it be in their title, their keyword list, their description, and so on and so forth. So this tool is actually really helpful because if you just access the free keyword research tool here, and I believe you actually have to log in, but that's, it's completely free to sign up. Actually, you don't have to sign up, but if you do, it actually opens up even more search results. So you can definitely sign up for an account. It's completely free anyway. It gives you more search results, but if you don't sign up, you can still use the platform to get some of the top few search results here. But essentially what you can do here is just punch in, again, any keyword. So here I've typed in something like cyberpunk, or I've typed in exactly cyberpunk, and these are some of the related keywords that are on the right here. And if I can it actually keeps searching, and you can actually have it run for like overnight or like for as long as you want, because even though it's a bit slow, but it actually is extremely thorough and just peruses Amazon for a whole bunch of related keywords. So that's why it's really useful, because it actually helps people who want to sell on Amazon, and by extension your clients, reach more people through their listings by being able to target more related keywords to and more relevant keywords to what they're actually selling, right? And when these search results come up, you can actually click on this link here that says sort list, and it'll keep you can actually keep clicking this as the search loads to keep refreshing and finding out what some of the top ranking keywords are. And with that, moving on to another similar category of Fiverr gigs and associated opportunities, but this time instead focusing more on the visual aspect of it, we're going to be looking at another category here. For example, on Fiverr, I can search up merch research, and here you actually be able to find gigs where people find winning visual designs for t-shirts or other types of apparel and whatnot. And another type of keyword that you can target would be something like print-on-demand research. This works well as well. And the first website I want to show you for this is called Twifo.net, and this is completely free as well. And what this does is, if you just type in any search term such as need this shirt, and you can definitely replace shirt with any other type of product you want to do research for, but what this does is actually shows you recent tweets of people looking for certain products, right? Such as, or rather recent tweets that have this phrase in it, right? So if I type in need this shirt, you'll find people who are tweeting what types of shirts they want. So this is a great way to find not only things that people want to or are interested in buying, but also get a better idea of what's actually trending right now. So this is one tool that you can definitely use, not only for t-shirt designs, but for other types of products or designs as well. And for yet another website, we also have Redbubble Popular Tags, and this can be accessed to redbubble.dabu.ro. And then for this, you can actually find the most recent popular search terms, and this gets updated every Monday, so it's always like up to date. And you'll be able to find some of the most popular trending search terms on Redbubble, which, by the way, is a very popular print-on-demand website where people go on to buy things like stickers, posters, t-shirts, and what have you. So you can actually find a lot of these search results, such as Loki, right? Loki is a trending TV show right now because it's actually ongoing. It's like a Marvel Disney show, and some other stuff include like Free Britney, which is like a recent sort of meme and trend that's been happening, current event. But one thing you have to be careful of when you're doing, whether it be you wanting to sell some of this stuff, right? So with these tools, you can definitely do your own, e-com and selling your own merch. That's definitely a way to make additional money from this. But either way, whether you're making money from this, you want to make money from this yourself, or you're providing, winning designs for your clients, you definitely want to avoid like copyright issues. So for example, if you're going to be targeting the low-key niche here, or the low-key keyword, you definitely want to avoid some of the more blatant, imagery from the franchise. So you definitely don't want to sell some of this or recommend some of these like types of products, right? Even if they're currently doing well, listing these types of products could definitely get you banned or get your client banned, which might be worse on the platform, which you definitely don't want. However, you can still capitalize on certain trends and franchises if you just make designs or recommend designs that are sort of references to it, but don't contain any copyrighted material, right? So what this means is things like, an example would be this. I think this sticker would work because it's basically just a phrase from a somewhat generic-ish phrase from the show, but people who watch the show would know the reference, but it's not like a direct copyrighted like image or property of that show, right? So something like this, which references something popular, can definitely work as a winning design. Okay, that's just an example. And moving on to another free tool that I especially like for doing merch research, we have Merch Informer, which actually has a couple of ways for you to find winning products. And by the way, Merch Informer is not completely free, but it does have a free trial, and also link a special code below that'll give you a discount for life if you wanted to check out this platform. It's a really, really good one, probably the best merch or product research platform that I know for this type of product. But anyhow, the couple of ways that you can use it is, first of all, you can go over to product research here, and then you can click on what's called movers and shakers, right? And what this does is it actually finds products on Amazon that have actually been ascending in rank really quickly. So stuff that people have not necessarily caught wind of yet, but that's gaining a lot of momentum. Which means if you or your client is one of the first people to capitalize on these trends, they can sort of be one of the first people to it, and thus be more likely to make money and sales. So this actually gets updated extremely frequently. Obviously, it goes onto Amazon and just checks. Every time I pretty much do a search, it's different, or every day I do a search, it's different results. So this is obviously really, really helpful. And another way you can do this or product research with Merch Informer is just to go over to the product search link here, which is under product research, the first link here. And you'll notice that there are other functionalities as well, like merchant search if you want to find like competitor information for your clients and stuff like that, right? There's a bunch of stuff that you can use. It's like a great all-in-one tool for this type of product research. So for product search, you can just type in keyword, and it'll find you some of the winning products for that keyword as well, right? So that's obviously really, really convenient, and this is an excellent way to just have a platform that saves you a lot of time. And finally, as a bonus way to make money in addition to what you already might be doing on Fiverr, you can definitely make money from merch or other types of e-commerce yourself, right? Especially with all these robust tools for doing product research. For example, merch is probably the easiest way to do e-commerce because it's completely free to get started, and it's super accessible with a bunch of websites you can list on. And creating designs is also really easy because you can just use like royalty-free images and Canva and just add a bit of creativity, plus after doing some of this product research. For example, if I want to recreate something similar to this Japanese streetwear aesthetic cyberpunk t-shirt, I can actually go on to, by the way, this is a listing, or this is a similar listing on Amazon. It's not quite the same image, but to find something like this or to make something like this, you can just go on to websites like Pixabay, right? And on Pixabay, you can find like royalty-free images. You'll see some of these sort of neon-ish images. You can sort of just resize and remaster a little bit, just change the colors a little bit if you want to, which can be easily done using Canva, and just upload them onto say Redbubble or Teespring or even Amazon or whatever print-on-demand websites there are. And in addition to that, a way to actually promote your online stores and merch stores and your e-commerce or sell more products with e-commerce, you can definitely use YouTube as a great platform for that, and it's also free. For example, I actually covered in a recent video where people actually sell a lot of merch, especially related to like anime and manga. So this is a niche where people actually frequently do this and to make additional money on YouTube. For example, this video is actually extremely easy to create because they're just compiling reactions from other YouTubers, but they're just actually promoting their own merch store through it. As you can see, this is their merch store. And if you want to learn more about YouTube channels, you can start very easily, and also some monetization opportunities such as these ones with merch. You can definitely check out my videos on YouTube, such as this recent video on 5 easy ways to make money with YouTube Shorts without necessarily recording videos. And that is pretty much all I wanted to show you in today's video. And remember, you can actually use coupon code START to get $30 off of my new YouTube e-business course. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.